100 years ago, brave young men left our shores and set sail for the arduous journey to Gallipoli. There, they banded together under what has come to be known as the Anzac Spirit. Tonight, 100 years later, we camp out under the stars as one to remember their sacrifice and pay tribute to their courage. At Camp Gallipoli sites across Australia, we are together to mark this special moment in history with family and friends. Welcome to an event that you will never forget.
To me, Anzac Day is a way that we can all come together and remember those that have fallen. As my grandfather fought in World War II, it's a time for us to remember him and his efforts to help protect our country.
We showed that we weren't just a small nation at the back of the empire. We showed that we were a fighting force from a young country that could actually do something.
Even though our nation has changed significantly over that 100 years, it has a foundation, and they're part of that foundation.
Seeing my father march on Anzac Day was always emotional in terms of his pride and his dignity in terms of his service.
When we looked around the city and all the people marching, we saw a couple of young children marching with medals and asked about that, and we were told that they were their grandparents' medals and that, you know, Grandpa needed to be represented in the parade. And we don't do anything like that in the States, and you guys just really do honor your vets well.
Former Australian Prime Minister Billy Hughes famously stated that Australia was born on the shores of Gallipoli. Our Anzacs' tremendous resolve in the face of great adversity and unwavering loyalty to mates is in our DNA, where money and status means little and mateship means everything. Tonight, tens of thousands of families, school children, community groups and mates have come together as one for an event that blends dignity and respectful commemoration with education and entertainment. For at least one night, we're all as one and mates.
It's interesting because people ask me about the Anzac spirit all the time. Now clearly it's the Anzac spirit because it was forged by the Anzacs, but spirit to me is how you choose to live your life in the good times and the bad. And Australians have a resolve, I think, that is unlike most others, and they help each other and they make sure that people don't get left behind or forgotten.
The Anzac spirit is in all of us.
It's in me.
It's in me.
It's in us as well.
It's in all of us.
It's in us too.
The Anzac spirit to me, I think, is never leaving a man behind. My grandfather, he was actually a rat at Bruck. I think one story I remember him telling us was they got relieved, they had a 3-day pass and they'd actually won to Bruck back, and they were young Englishmen taking their spot, and they were just going in there and they were passing them on the way out, going, these blokes aren't going to hold it, they're going to lose it, you know, and they did. They lost it within 24 hours, so all of Pa and all of his mates were sort of had to go back in there and win it again.
Anzac Day is a pretty emotional day, but it's also a day to celebrate and commemorate what these wonderful and courageous people did, and our soldiers, also our friends across the ditch in New Zealand did for us. And I think it was sort of the birth of the Australian and New Zealand spirit. We're brave, we're courageous, and we'll do anything we can and we never give up. So it's a spirit there that you don't need to say anything, it's just there, and I think that's pretty special.
It was young men going away to fight for an old nation. There's a lot of pride there, there's a lot of respect, you know, and there's a lot of importance for me in particular about why they went away and did that. You know, it wasn't because they were getting paid extra money, it wasn't because they were going to get recognition, it wasn't because they thought they were going to come back heroes. You know, they went away to be a part of something bigger than themselves.
Good luck to Australia for 100th anniversary of Gallipoli. Yeah.
Tonight, we'll learn, enjoy, reflect, and remember. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake with our family and friends to a very special dawn service and commemorate the centenary of Anzac. Welcome to Camp Gallipoli.